leaving 1 month because I asked it to give me monthly dates. Now similarly, if I want to do some year thing here, Control C, Control V, and if I want to say go to the series and click on this year option, and I'll say the stop value should be 1st January 2030, right? 2030, and I say okay. So Control Z. Why this happened? Because I didn't select the column option. So I'll go to series, I'll click on this column option, I'll click on the year, and here I'll give 1st January 2030, and I'll say okay. So you can see that it is giving 23, 24, 25 yearly dates it has generated. So in this way we can use the calendar options to create any kind of calendar using the series option. Now let's look at the trend option here. In the series box, we have another command here called trend. Now let's see what does this can do for us. So I'll just write a number here. I'll write a number. Let me write the month names here. I'm writing January, and let me pull it down to get the months till December. And suppose the revenue of my company is 200 crores, and by December we want to reach 250 crores or 300 crores. We can take. We want to do by December 300 crores. Now if I want to see what should be the monthly numbers for me, so I know the first month, I know the last month, but I don't know what number should be done each month to reach there. So I want to see the trends or the growth here. So what I'll do is I'll go to this series option, click on the series button, and here I will click on the trend. When I click on the trend, now I can take a linear growth or a growth. I'll first take the linear option and I'll say okay. And now I have got some numbers, which if I look at them, see that the first month has to be 200, then 209 and 9. If I'm adding 9 every month, I'll be reaching 300 by the end of the year. So this is the projection, this is the trend which I should follow in case to reach there. Now I'll give you another example of GDP. Right now India's GDP is around 3 trillion. We are sitting in 2023, and if you want to go to 2047, let me get the series of years. I'll click on this and I'll say in columns stop value is 2047, and I'll say okay. So it has generated me the year numbers till 2047, and till here 2047. If we plan to become a 30 trillion economy, now the first year is 3 in 2023, and by 2047 we are expecting to reach 30 trillions. So what should be the growth? What should be the numbers in every year? If we want to look at that, I'll click on this. I'll go to series. I'll click on trend. I'll take the growth option here and I'll say okay. I'll say okay to this, and I have got these numbers, right? It's very easy to get the trends here. If you want to do any trending, it is showing that from 3 to 3.3, then 3.64, and in this way if we are moving, we'll be able to achieve 30 trillion economy by 2047. And if you want to see what growth rates it is giving us on an per year basis, if we divide this by this, it is approximately giving us a growth rate of around 10%. So we have to grow at rate of 10% to achieve these numbers in these years, as the projection of our country's economy says that we can achieve these numbers. So we can get this trend and get the numbers for every year. So the trend button is very important. We can use the trend button. To find out the trend between, if we have the starting number and the end number with us, it can give us the in between numbers to us following the linear pattern or a growth pattern, whatever we can choose. So friends, next we will look at the justify option. In the fill box only, we look at this justify option now. In the justify option, what happens here is I've given an example. I'll just make it a bit bigger so that you can see it clearly. Here in this cell, city name is there, Bhopal. Here, of course, Power BI is written. Here in this line, I've written my name is Sanjay Singh and I'm Excel trainer, right? Now, this cannot be seen. The text is not visible. Only my name can be seen here. I want the text to spill over, but I don't want to expand the breadth of this cell. I want this data to fit in here only. So in that case, what I can do is I'm selecting this. I'm going to this option, and here I will click on justify. Now when I click on justify, it is saying that this will spill the data below. And when I say okay, what has happened is my name is Sanjay Singh and I am Excel trainer has spread in cells just below that. Without increasing the width of the cells, the data has been fit in here. So justify, what it does is, if whenever you are writing something in one cell and it is not fitting in the width, it will just cut the data into different parts and it will just bring in and fit in the next cells below the area. So this is what justify will do for us. After this, we will see the flash fill function. It is very interesting function, has got a lot of power. Excel calls it, has given it a symbol of lightning, calls it flash fill because it does many activities in a flash. We'll explore these functions in detail in the next video. Thank you. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you.